Alright, so I went to go see She Kills Monsters the other day, December 7th out in Brockport. Overall, like, my thoughts coming into the play, I wasn't like too interested. I really just went to see my second play so I could do this video review for class. I was familiar with the story because we did read it in class, so I kind of had a feeling of what the play was going to be about, but once I got there, it was a lot better than I thought. Um, I think Agnes was the main character. Throughout the story or throughout the play, they talked a lot about her relationship or her non-relationship with her sister and her parents who died previously. She learned a lot about her sister through D&D and Dungeons and Dragons, where she had the ability to play, but it was also a game that her sister Tilly created, so she was able to see basically the life that she didn't get to see when Tilly was alive. The overall themes I thought that went on throughout this play was basically the theme of family, because family is important, and it was real important to Agnes to get to know the side of Tilly that she didn't see. It was important for her to get to know, the things that Tilly went to, the people that Tilly loved, and stuff like that. Also, I think another major thing was curiosity. Like, at first, Agnes didn't want to play the game. She was kind of hesitant, but once she got into the game, and she found out that her sister was a creator, she wanted to learn more. And for her, it wasn't about playing the game and going up in battles. It was more about spending time with her sister, getting to know a different side of her sister, and things like that. Overall, like, with the performances, I thought they were pretty good. They were believable. I thought throughout the play I don't want to say they were too funny, but I felt like it was a lot. All right, it was a lot more comedy than I expected going into the play, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting a lot of comedy, but the actors, they were believable. The fight scenes, I mean, I wasn't expecting them to punch each other in the head or anything, but they were good. It looked real. Pretty much things like that. I thought they were consistent throughout the play. From scene to scene, they were consistent. And yeah, it was nobody like really taking the background. Like, yes, Agnes was in the front most of the play. Yes, she was the main characters, but the other actors didn't take a backseat to her throughout the play. For like the direction, I thought that this play had clear direction. It had a clear ending. It had a clear goal to the play, which I thought was cool. The scenic design it was real. Like, it kind of gave you that, like, we're about the battlefield. It was smoky in the back. They had I wouldn't say it was like a hell, but it was something where you can hide behind, like if you were in battle. The thing that it took me a long time to catch on was when Agnes would go to the counselor's office. It would be two posters that would come down with the little chair that rolls in for the counselor to sit down. But the two posters, one read like 5 life goals or something, and the other was like 5 ways to succeed. And like, after the first 2 times it came down, I'm like, why the hell does that keep coming? Or sorry, why does that keep coming down? Like, I don't understand. And then I realized, like, oh, that's something that would be in the counselor's office. Like, that's probably to kind of get the feel. That's probably like get the feel of we're in the counselor's room and things like that. And I thought that was a good little touch. I talked about the smoke in the back. Yeah, I thought the scene was cool. It was a couple parts where they left the counselor's office, but the poster stayed down about 20-25 seconds longer, which I thought was kind of odd. It was probably just a mistake or anything, but that was the one flaw I did see in the scene design. I thought the costumes were cool. The thing I liked about Agnes's costume was, like, it wasn't too intricate or too complicated. Like, because she switched a lot from being in the real world then to also being in game mode. So, like, her costume wasn't to the point where she was literally changing and we were taking a 30-second break so she could change. Like, she had like a little belt where she kept her sword. She had a shield. So it was a quick fix for her to go from game to real world. For the people who were always in the game, I thought their outfits were cool. It was a lot like going on in outfit. The cheerleaders, seeing the cheerleaders had pom-poms. I think that's how you say it. Those were cool. Yeah, thought the costumes, they weren't too complicated. You understand the goal of the costumes, and I thought that was a good part. For the lighting, I mean, I didn't really see too much in the lighting. I mean, I like that the spotlight was on Agnes a lot of the play because she was the main focus, the main attraction. So I thought that was cool. But, I mean, other than that, nothing with the lighting really stood out to me. So I don't know if that's good or bad or anything, but nothing really stood out. For the sound, I like the music in the play. It kind of gave you like a little battle feel to it. Like when they win the game modes with battle, it gave me that. I thought a good touch was like during the battles or during the little combat scenes. Like say somebody was to get hit, they weren't like getting punched, but you would have like the little punch sound effect, if that's a thing. There'd be sound effects when like things get hit, and I thought that was a good little touch to add on the play. So basically, overall, I liked the play. I wasn't really expecting to like the play. I mean, I'll probably give it 8 out of 10 now. 8 out of 10, 7.5, something like that. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go see it again, but that wasn't because it was a bad play. It was cool. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't like spectacular. It was just somewhere in the middle, a little bit above average. I thought overall it hit the main points of the script, the main points of the play. And yeah, it was a good play.